Alrighty, good morning everybody, and welcome to another Swish stream with Steven. I am Steven, my team is Swish Gaming. If you enjoy the content that you receive today, give my team a follow on YouTube at Swish Gaming, Twitter, The Swish Gaming, Twitch, The Swish Gaming, and Facebook, Swish Gaming. We also have a website, swishgaming.com, where you can check out all sorts of Magic-related content, as well as some other gaming-related content as well. All right. Well, here we go again. We're going to go back at it for another league with Rakdos mid-range here. We went 6-4 yesterday. We had a pathetic middling 2-3 league into an acceptable 4-1 league yesterday. I made some changes to the list when we went 4-1, but honestly, I felt like the deck really just functioned better in that second league. Less mulligans, less flooding, less mana screw. So I'm going to go back to the Turok build. We're going to play these 3 Turoks in the main deck one more time. And if I hate this card again, I'm never registering this in my main deck like ever again. This card has been really just not all that impressive to me when I've played this deck, but I'm gonna force myself to try it one more time. I don't feel like it was necessarily Turok's fault. The deck performed poorly in the first league, but I really don't love this card. Maybe it'll be good against some of the Yorion decks, some of the Orion piles, and then as well it will be okay against maybe some of the like blue-white control decks. We didn't really run into much of that yesterday, so Turok wouldn't have looked super good in a lot of spots anyway. I don't think this card is actually good against Hammer at all because they usually give their thing a Shadow Spear to give trample, so it doesn't matter if it has protection from white. I don't know. I think there are definitely some big negatives to Turok. What I like about Dark Confidant over it is it lets you hit land drops, but I'm going to try Turoks one more time. We're going to see how the deck performs with 3 Turoks in the deck. I'm going to go back to it, see how it works. I know I like Dark Confidant. I'm sold on that, but let's see if this card can perform for me. I'm going to give it another chance here. So I'm just going back to that initial list we played yesterday, the list that won Vegas this weekend, and I believe the list that Aspiring Spike has been playing on his stream as well and having pretty good success with, I believe. So, I'm not going to go through really what the cards do. We did that yesterday. It's the exact same list. So we're kind of just going to hop right into gameplay. Again, not just going back to that initial list. I also don't know if 2 Dolphy I really like. Kind of like having access to more of that in the main deck, but we're just going to go with the stock list one more time and see if I can like it a little more. And if it goes poorly, I'm going to make some edits again before we start playing. I think we're going to do some one-on-one with BJ Kazarni today, who is a member of chat that you guys may have seen, and he wants to get some one-on-one games. He asked about it last night when we were doing our Modern stream at Galactic Toys and Games. So after this first league, we're going to get some one-on-one games with him against 4-color and see how this deck performs against 4-color. But that being said, let's go ahead and hop in a league. Okay, Rakdos midrange, yes. I would like to join. All right, let's make sure the deck is the way we need it to be. And our opponent also just hit really well on their dredges in game 2. We had them in a very bad spot, and then they hit like triple Narcomoeba in the top 24 cards, double Creeping Chill, double or triple Amalgam, and double Silvermite Ghoul, or whatever the 3-1's name is. So we just got kind of, which I guess just happens sometimes. If I would have had more Dolphys, maybe it wouldn't have happened, but maybe I need to mulligan more aggressively to Dolphy in post-board games against that deck. It's by far the best card in the matchup for us. So maybe I just got a mulligan to it. I don't know. All right. Let's hop on in. Let's also maximize this. There we go. All right. Lurrus, reveal it. Whoa, we got to make that hand bigger. All right, there we go. Oh, we're playing against Aspiring Spike. Gas. What do we think of this? This hand seems fine. Hand hate spells, Acroxa. I think I'm going to keep this. Just going to try tearing his hand apart. I assume he's going to be playing some 4-color deck. Yeah. Ooh, that's actually pretty good here. I think I'm just going to shock. I want to draw more lands for this, so... Oh, and it looks like he may have mulliganed as well. Ooh, he's doing some cool stuff here. Well, we're going to take the Wandering Mind and then take the Teferi next turn as well. So he is indeed playing a 4-color... Okay. Okay, so he's playing the 4-color Reanimator deck, huh? Interesting. I'm just going to go cast Ragavan and Thoughtseize here. Hopefully he won't draw a white card here for that Solitude, but... I mean, hopefully he doesn't draw Persist either. That'd be a disaster, huh? Oh, it's a pretty lucky draw. Alright, well... Ooh, that's pretty good. That's really good, actually. So I think I'm going to play Dalthy and then Unholy Heat the Teferi here so I can cast his Teferi in the future and we can, like, bounce these cards. But I guess maybe... No, it's... I don't think it's Heat Ragavan here, BJ. I think we want to get the Dalthy going, but I might play Ragavan so he can't... If he does draw the way to reanimate this Archon, he can't get my Dalthy. He gets a Ragavan. I think that's better for me. I want this Dalthy in play really badly. So I think I actually need to save the Heat here. And having Delirium actually could be relevant to killing that dragon permanently, and then I can put the dragon in play later. So it's actually just... I think the Heat here is not disciplined. Let's do this. Yep. Obviously, they have a Solitude in their hand, which kind of sucks, but Yorion in hand, okay. Really needed a black source there. That's very unfortunate. So we know they have Solitude, and they can use the Solitude here on the Dalthy. How do I want to play this? I think I'm going to Kroxa my opponent here, and then if he tries to Solitude the Dalthy, which I assume he will, then I can Unholy... Well, I can't cast things at instant speed because of Teferi. I was thinking I could Unholy Heat the Teferi in response and then play it, but that's not how that works. I think the play is attack him with Ragavan, attack Teferi with Dalthy, and if he Solitudes it, so be it. No, I don't think we want to use the Heat yet, Kazarni. I think we want to save the Heat if he's able to reanimate. We don't have to Heat. We can just attack it and force our opponent to do something. Like, I can attack it with this, and then he has to blow that Solitude. I want him to use the Solitude here, I think, especially if he has to pitch Yorion. So, combat. Because it's not... The Heat's not going anywhere. We can still use it. So I'm going to attack Teferi here and him here. And let's see what Mr. Spike has in store for us. I believe he's going to Solitude the Dalthy, which is fine. Yep. And so that goes into exile, which is fine. Yep. Okay. Let's see if we can hit off him here. Always yield. Faithful Mending. I'm just going to leave that in exile. We don't want that in his graveyard. Now I can kick this, actually. We just kick this. We nuke his hand and just try and beat him with this Turok. Discard your hand, Spike. You don't need that anymore. You don't need that anymore, Spike. The question is, do I kill this Teferi? I probably do, huh? Now we probably just nuke the Teferi. I think. Although, if he draws the dragon, I can discard Kroxa, and then this will have... I'll need another instant. Maybe I leave the Teferi in play. Yeah, he can get the thing back with rights, you're right, so... Yep. Alright. We know he drew a non-land. The question is, which non-land did he draw? I think I go kill your Teferi. Well, guys play the Kroxa and then hold this to discard now? Probably. I think that's the play. See what they got here. I think I like that. Okay, that's fine. Sure. Always yield. Always yield. Alright. I think we need to hit this Teferi with the Turok here. So, combat. You. Let's get Teferi out of here. I'm not trying to let him draw cards. Are you kidding me? Can I draw something other than these mendings, please? Do we put Lurrus in hand here? I think we do. Seems probably pretty good. Okay. Well, you can unburial right the thing, which is tilting, but... now I get to replay a Kroxa, though, funny enough, which is pretty darn good. Sack this, and then I have to discard a card too, which will be the Inquisition, obviously. And then we can just replay a Kroxa, make him discard that last card. So maybe that's just what we do. Hopefully we can get Delirium here somehow. Okay, a second Unholy Heat. I mean, that does do it. He has another Unburial Rights, though, which is pretty awkward. What to do, what to do. I think we got to buy back this Kroxa. I don't think we can really win this game without just getting this Kroxa into play. Oh, I think I have to Kroxa. I really do. Kroxa, trigger, discards his last card. Then he gets to attack with this crap. I have to sack this. Then I get to attack. Yeah, very awkward for sure. Very, very awkward, no question. It's just figuring out what the correct play pattern is. That's the tricky part of this. Like what puts me in the best position to win this game? It's possible I'm supposed to Lurrus and replay Ragavan to sack that to the Edict, and then discard one of these so I have Delirium. Yeah. I think actually the Kroxa line isn't quite going to do it. Let's go with this line. This gets me on the board, which could let me attack. I think I just need to hope he floods, because he mislands forever, so maybe he'll draw some. That's got to be my hope here, I think. This also is going to give me Delirium, so now I can, sack a creature. I'm going to sack Ragavan, I believe. Sacking Turok's kind of interesting as well, just because hitting and producing treasures is good, but I think I need to push damage, so I'm going to sack this. I'm going to discard this. We have Delirium. No blocks. Getting Solitude back. Sure. Well, now I can go kill this, you discard, and then we have Unholy Heat for this, and I think we just have to hope that's good enough. I think that's got to be the play. I think that's got to be the play here. What did he pitch? No more nonsense. So yeah, now I'm going to heat this off the table. Combat 5 you. All right, we can Croxa him next. All right, I think he's fetching to thin here. This should be a good sign, hopefully. Because that killed him if I draw a land, because now I can attack with Den as well. Please stop. Okay, Muldrifter. Annoying. Oh. So, I think what we're going to do here is... If I attack, obviously he just blocks. I could go kill it, you discard, and then attack for 6. Puts him to 3, which means he's dead to a bolt. Buying back Croxa is pretty tempting, though. So that sets me up for a better next turn. I still get the trigger. He still blocks. It's pretty much the same thing, except I don't get this damage in. But I have way more of a presence on the board, which may be good. I think I want to Croxa him. Faithful Mending in Yard? Sure. Well, attack. Not gonna not attack, that's for sure. You got it. Yep. Sack this, I think. Yeah, unfortunately we really couldn't beat the Persist here very well. Yep. Spike drew pretty dang well this game. We had him hellbent. I think we played pretty well, but maybe not. I mean, yeah, just what is this, 3rd or 4th copy of this card? Get out of here, dude. It's freaking ridiculous. Just also has... Okay, whatever, man. It's totally ridiculous. Okay. Well, these are good. This is good. A Terminate's like okay. But... Okay, let's make this way bigger so people can see. All right, now, what don't we like? K-Command seems pretty medium, actually. He exiles all my stuff. A random discard like isn't even that good. 2 damage doesn't kill most of his things. I think this is a pretty bad card here, honestly. Because they play Ending, Teferi Bounce. I mean, they have Edicts, obviously, with the Archon, but if they're doing that, I'm in big trouble anyway. Like, I'm not in a good position to do that. Yeah, I think this card is pretty weak. So let's get rid of that. So it does buy back Douthies, which is kind of cool, but again, most of his removal is exile based, so I'm a little concerned about that line. Lightning Bolt seems kind of medium. I think I could easily trim a Bolt Not a huge fan of Lightning Bolt. Maybe I should even trim another Bolt and keep a K Command. K Command might have a little more use than Bolt. I think it does, actually. I'm pretty unexcited with Lightning Bolt. And maybe Terminate sucks too, honestly. If they're doing that, I guess I'm just losing, huh? Yeah, let's not play the game like he's gonna resolve those things. Because if I play the game like he's gonna resolve those things, it's just I'm in such a bad position anyway. Why am I playing that way? You know. All right. Having a battle with Mr. Aspiring Spike here in the first match. Pretty exciting. Well, this hand's great. I'm just turn 1 Ragavanning, I think. I don't know. Maybe I Inquisition on 1, actually. Inquisition on 1, dash this. Yeah, let's do that. I am just going to shock. Would like good mana. Alright, he did have Fatal Push, so I guess I take the Fatal Push. And I think I'm just going to dash Ragavan and build up mana to kick this. Alright, well that's a really good draw. Never mind. Now I'm just going to go DRC Ragavan go. I can't kick this next turn, but I can Thoughtseize. I just don't... I mean, I can if I draw a black source, obviously, but... Okay, sure. Okay. Do I cast Thoughtseize? I think so. Don't think there's a huge reason not to here. Always yield. K command. Seems kind of weak. I think I'm going to bin this. Okay, he has a Mending. He has a Persist. So he can Persist back Muldrifter. I think I have to take the Persist. Definitely have to take Persist here. Can't let him have that. Combat. Attacks with both here. Ephemerate. That doesn't really do anything. Kind of want to kick this. So I think I'm just going to pass because I want to be able to generate more treasures. I don't like putting Lurrus in hand here. I don't think it's very good. So let's do this. Yep, Mending. You got it. Can I like yield to that, please? Does he bounce my Ragavan? That's the real question. I don't think he will. It seems kind of bad, but maybe he'll play around the Turok. Just flashing back Mending. Is that what he's trying to do to me here? Well, I'm going to go to combat. You. Alright, we're going to Turok kick. Discard 2 at random, please, Spike. On burial rights. Gross. Okay. Yep. We are in some trouble, to say the least. At least this is huge, though, I guess. Hmm. I think we might sack this. Oh, yeah, dude, some Starbucks. Julia just picked me some up. That's how I'm starting my day. Let's see here. So, Unholy Heat. Well, that was absurd. So, get to kill this. Attack with both. A persist, huh? I can persist Darcy back. Is that actually good? Is that better than K command? Probably not. K command makes this bigger, so that's probably a better play. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pass it over to him. It's obvious I have a K command, but whatever. I think if I remember right, he has a Mole Drifter in his hand, doesn't he? And if he casts that here, he'll die. Uh-huh. All right, I think we just beat a Aspiring Spike in a game. Let's go. Do I just do this now? Probably. 2 damage. Two damage and they discard. Get out of my way. All right. Game 3 with Mr. Spike here. This deck might not have enough graveyard hate, man. We might need like a Nihil Spellbomb or 2 or something. I'm kind of hating these graveyard-based matchups. Like, having to rely so hard on just Dauthi Voidwalker is not realistic at all. Because, first of all, it's only a 4-of, so you can't mulligan to it very aggressively. It's just very unlikely. And it would just be nice to have, like, a thing I could loop with Lurrus that could keep nuking graveyards. So there might need to be a Spellbomb or a Soul Guide Lantern, maybe one copy of, like, each. We might be hitting other matchups a little too hard with this sideboard. I'm not really sure. Do I like anything better than what we have? I don't think so. I think we're just a little short for these kind of matchups, to be honest. We got hosed by Dredge yesterday, and now we're really struggling. Like, I had to get pretty lucky to win that game. I had to top deck that Unholy Heat like a champion. But if I wouldn't have top decked Unholy Heat, we just got 2-0'd. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm not really feeling these matchups at all. They get to just Faithful Mending, and discard isn't good unless we have exactly Dauthi. We're just not hitting the graveyard well enough, I don't think. I'm going to keep it. It's got a Dauthi. It's got a Ragavan. I mean, couldn't be too much better than this, I guess. I would like a Thoughtseize, but I'm going to keep. Cast this. F6. Just got to hope Douthy's good enough, I guess. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. I might go DRC Inquisition now to try and protect this. Try and rip like Teferis and things of that nature. I think I like that the best. Hits persist, obviously, too. Just really trying to protect my creatures if I can. Especially this. If we can keep this in play, we can win the game. Terminate. No. Absolutely not. Just get out of here. Okay. Huh. What do we take here? This hand is really good. I can't take Wandering Mind. Probably the Unmarked Grave. Almost certainly the Unmarked Grave, actually. Yeah, it's just going to be the Unmarked Grave. The Ephemerate's really annoying too, but at least I can go Douthie Unholy Heat if he plays this, or Douthie Unholy Heat if he plays Teferi, so either one will be good. Let's take the Unmarked Grave, though. That card just spells issues. There was some argument to take Teferi, too. I think it was close, but if he plays Teferi, I can kill it with Unmarked Grave, and I'm fine with that. Okay, well, I'm glad he used it there and not on Douthie. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. All right. What do we want to exile? I think it's Teferi. Teferi seems really annoying. The Wandering Mind seems really annoying, too. Maybe it's the Wandering Mind, actually. Yeah. I'm going to change my tune here. It's the Wandering Mind. Wandering Mind can find him an answer to this, which I don't like. Teferi's a random draw. I can just replay this and kill the Teferi. So he can have a random card, whatever. I don't care. F6. Combat 3U. Play a Kroxa, just keep getting cards out of his hand and putting them into exile. Yield to this, yield to this. Just going to F6. My instants don't matter with a Teferi anyway. Really? Didn't cast his Mending, huh? F6. He'll bounce the Douthie. I'll play Douthie and then Unholy Heat Teferi, I think. Probably. Maybe it's better to Kroxa, actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to play another Kroxa. I just really want to annihilate his hand. It also could let me heat plus rebuy Kroxa next turn if we do it this way. F6. Yep, that doesn't hit a land at least, so I can just Wandering Mind that. It also can't block, so I can deal with both here. Fatal Push, sure. Okay, that's absolute fire. Oh, so here's what I think I do. I think I sack this to get back his Wandering Mind, and then I K-command. Maybe that's... Or do I just make him push? Maybe I just make him push. I could also put a Teferi in play. But maybe I just make him push this. Is a Teferi good? Is a Teferi good? Maybe a Teferi's gas. Maybe I want a Teferi. Him not being able to do things at instant speed is kind of sick. So maybe I'm into it? Nah. We can rebuy a Croxa. I'm just getting in there. I don't want him to be pushing my Croxa. You can have the Dalthy. It's fine. He's just so low on cards at this point. He's going to put Yorion in hand here. I'm going to buy back Croxa. An ending. Are you kidding me, man? What is this? Just knock it off. Knock it off, Spike. The good thing is I guess I have 2 Croxas, but now I almost want to put Lurrus in my hand. It's less mana efficient, which I don't like. So stupid, dude. Yeah, I'm going to put Lurrus in hand. Then I can replay Bauble next turn. I can try drawing a hand hate spell for that. Okay, that's pretty good. Alright, that lets me Croxa him again, which is gas. I think, or do we want to ball? I could also Dalthy. Maybe I just Dalthy again, huh? Let's Dalthy. F6, please. Now he has to deal with his Dalthy almost. That's a good win. That's a good win right there. Beating Aspiring Spike in first round is a pretty sick start to the day. Pretty sick start to the day. Take that, Spike. GG's indeed. All right, well, good start. I just needed some Starbucks in my system. All right, 7-1. Or 7-4, not 7-1. I wish it was 7-1. 7-4, not bad. 1-0 to start today, getting a win over a very solid player. Yep, we're keeping this. No companion, huh? Yikes. Still keeping it, but... Okay. Is this Goblin Tribal again? Goblin Tribal again, mayhaps? Let's go ahead and bauble and see if I can get more information. No, it's Infect. Protection from red and from white. Yikes. Well, I gotta kill this, I guess. So this must be, I assume, the list that crushed Vegas. Give this a little bit of the heat. Give it the heat, see if we can screw up their mana. See if we can rip a hand hate spell. There we go. It's pretty good. Now I gotta go hand hate spell Rag. Yep. I'm still... How important is hitting my land drop? I think I'm actually going to Thoughtseize first because I don't know which threat I like more. Whoops. Cancel that. Thoughtseize. I'm not really sure what I mean, I would like a land, but how good is a land here? Their mana is terrible. I can't kill. I guess, I mean, I can block this card. I do have black creatures in my hand. But man, are they more? They're more likely to second black, right? I don't know. I don't know with this one. Unblockable is pretty scary, but I can kill it if I draw a burn spell. So I guess I just got to take the Crusader. I'm gonna play Monkey. This generates mana, which I like a lot. We can start kicking these. If I draw Black Source and just kick this immediately, opponent just concedes the game. Okay. Weird. All right. Removal seems good. Do we want Alpine Moon for Inkmoth Nexus? That's like a real thing against decks like this. Thoughtseize I certainly want. Douthie actually seems awful here. Not interested. Ragman's pretty bad on the draw. It's like okay. Maybe I still want it just because Infect is not a good deck at blocking, so it's probably going to hit them and generate me mana to kick Turox. Kicking Turox seems really good here. I definitely want all the removal. I probably want some Spell Bombs because that kills Crusader, obviously, so those need to be in my deck. I'm going to trim Ragavan, if not cut more. Turok might be a little ambitious too. 3 might be too many. Let's go to 2. I don't want to draw more than 1 of this card probably, so maybe I go down to 1. It's just one of those things. Yeah, what if I go to 1 here, keep the Ragavan for the mana acceleration, go down to like 2 here, bring in Alpine Moon, because I do like Moon being able to name Inkmoth Nexus and just shut that card off. Do I want the second Moon? Probably not. 1 seems fine. I certainly don't need 2. Yeah, I think we're going to do this. I think I like this. EE's like kind of interesting because it is randomly an out to stuff like Phyrexian Crusader if I have hit with a monkey, but it's a very fringe case scenario. It's an okay card against him anyway, but I don't know that it's better than anything else that I'm doing. I think I'm going to do this. We'll see how it goes. They mulled to 6. I'm going to... It's a weird hand. I am going to keep it because I can K-Command on turn 2. So... It seems okay, I guess. Or it can put Lurrus in my hand. Okay. Yikes. 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 I'm going to bauble myself. Another bauble. It's better than nothing. Better than nothing, but kind of terrible. Kind of terrible. Oh, I don't know. Is it better than some other random draw? It's better than drawing another land, I'll tell you that much. And it lets me kind of... Whatever. I don't know if it's good. It's certainly not good, but it's... I don't know that it's bad enough that I should bottom it. Because specifically I'm already very flooded and I have 2 fetches, so... Really? So what, is their hand just all pump spells? I mean, I'm attacking with Ragster here for sure. I'm gonna bauble myself as well and see if I want to fetch. I will be fetching that away. We're going to leave up heat here. If he wants to blow 2 pump spells on this block, he can. That's fine. Maybe I should have played land first, but... Endurance? Okay. Not going to lie, I didn't expect that. Okay, that's fine. Alright, now here's the real question. Do I kill the Endurance, or do I actually just snipe off his mana? I'll probably kill the Endurance, but I'm half tempted to actually kill the mana. But if he had a Phyrexian Crusader, he definitely would have played it already, because it just free blocks and is pretty much impossible to kill. So I'm going to kill the Endurance, that's fine, whatever. Excuse me, I'm going to play this fetch. I'm just, even if I hit a 1-mana removal spell, I'm just, it's not worth, I think I need a, maybe I didn't need a shock there, because I have the Karens. Another Hierarch, whatever. Ragavan's actually awesome here. Pretty into just like, sure, you got me for 2, man. Yep. Okay. This is kind of cool. How do we want to play this here? Could just go kill one of these, you discard a card, and even if they have a pump spell, they're just down like so much at that point. They're down to 1 card in hand. They can fetch up a Dryad Arbor here, I assume, although they might get blue mana because they don't have that yet. Maybe I'm not supposed to blow this on these idiots. Maybe I wait for a Blighted Agent, though. Maybe it's just a good Lurrus to hand turn. Might just be a good Lurrus to hand turn, huh? I think I'm going to fetch here. Thin the deck a little bit and play this later. Yeah. We're going to go get Mr. Lurrus and just put him in my hand. I think I like that the best. Little awkward how many Ragavans we're drawing. Right, is this going to be a blue source or Dryad Arbor? Blue source. Cool. Whatever. Okay. Really? Do they just have lethal? Wow. Okay. Sick. I guess I should have gone for the kill. I did not expect to get hit that hard there. They did need like a literal perfect 4 cards almost, but oops, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, well, that sucked. I definitely don't think I'm changing anything on the play. Ragavan's a lot better on the play. I think these are like still fine numbers. The second Alpine Moon's interesting. Second Alpine Moon may be better than like Turok. Probably still want Croxa because I can like bin it to DRC. Maybe this just is complete nonsense. It doesn't even pro anything in their deck. What it does do that's interesting is if I kick that card, it can actually trade with a Crusader. If he doesn't have a pump spell. But shutting off Inkmoth might just be too good. I don't know. Let's try this, I guess. Man, this hand blows. We're going to mulligan this. Could be a 6-lander for all I know. Still a pretty bad hand in all reality, but I am going to keep it, I think. opponent keeping 7 is really frustrating. But I am going to keep. I think I just get rid of the moon and just keep all the kill and the hand hate. Alright, thought sees you. Interesting. What if I took the ignoble hierarch? It's probably greedy. I can just kill the ignoble hierarch, I guess. So it's probably just the crusader. But I do have an answer to it. It's kind of interesting. Cutting his turn 1 play is like kind of interesting to me. Because then I can just Kroxa on turn 2. Or I could play this and draw a card. I guess I can't do that because then I can't really beat the Crusader, huh? Oh, that's a tough call. That's a tough call. All of his cards are like relatively annoying. He kept a very good 7s, a very strong 7 from Infect. Whatever. I probably just take the card that I can't really deal with. I can only deal with it with a Spell Bomb. If he waits till he has a Vines up, I just lose. So probably just need to get rid of it and just ping this off. Okay, that's a very good draw. I'm just going to terminate that. I guess if I play this, though, I can, like, Lurrus buy it back in a couple turns. So maybe that's the right thing to do. Play this, kill this. Next turn, fetch, put Lurrus in hand, and then have the option to put this back. Make him use that Endurance before I play my Kroxa. Save the Terminate for potentially Endurance. Alright, let's do this. Although, if I... Man. Man, oh man, oh man. I kind of like keeping this, though, to have it in the yard. So maybe I do this. Problem is, though, then his Endurance, like, he doesn't really have to... He's probably going to play the Endurance anyway, though. You know what? This is a little awkward. I'm not sure if this is right or not, but I'm gonna actually go with the Terminate here. Because I don't want this to be gone forever to the Endurance. Next turn, it's almost 100% that I'm... Okay, that's a pretty darn good draw from my opponent. Put Lurrus in my hand, I think. Lurrus in hand. Yeah, I think so. Do I want black or red? Doesn't really matter that much, so I think I'm going to get black. Lurrus into my hand. Yep. I think just play Spellbomb, play Den, go. I know my opponent's hand is Endurance, Vines. Do I know anything else about it? Endurance, Vines, and a Breeding Pool. I'm not going to expose the Kroxa yet at all. If they fire up Ink Moth again, I can end step Spellbomb it. Yep, this is fine. He'll Vines, obviously. Really? Okay. I don't quite understand that. Well, I guess he's just going to do the Endurance, which is fine. We'll make him do it. Lurrus. Feel quite good about where we're at. Them having to Endurance and then me getting to Croxus seems pretty good. Sure. You've done it. I think I want a Croxa. I could just like play this tapped, play DRC as well. Maybe that's a little better, not taking that damage. My life total does matter. I mean, we saw what happened last game. Your life total against Infect is absolutely something you need to pay attention to. Yeah. Don't know. I think it's more efficient to do it this way, so I am going to do it this way, but we'll see what happens. Pitching a Forest. Well, at least I got some damage. Sure. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Play this. They have another Endurance. Get out of here if you have another Endurance opponent. Always yield. Bennett. I think I'm just going to Croxa them again. Let's just start nuking their cards. Nuking their cards. Get your cards out of your hand, please. Pitch of Vines. I'm just not even going to attack. I'm not willing to get blown out by an Endurance here, I don't think, or even a Pump Spell. I guess an Endurance actually isn't even like that bad for me, but it's bad enough where it pisses me off, and I don't really want to give my opponent that. So I attack the Endurance. I don't know, how bad even is that for me? Endurance hits my yard. Then after they block, I sack the Spellbomb, kill the Endurance. Kill the Endurance, have this in the yard, still have Den to like fire up an attack. Am I getting anywhere by waiting? I might just be putting myself in a worse position by waiting. It's hard to say. Hard to say. Maybe I do just attack. Maybe I do just attack. I don't feel like waiting is putting me in a much better position. I think I can race with Den plus DRC, so I think I'm actually okay with the attack here. Such stupid crap, dude. Such stupid garbage, but whatever, it's fine. I assumed he had it. Yep. Kill your idiot. I still think this is a okay exchange for me. I think we're very slightly ahead on board because of the den specifically. It sucks I have to invest mana, but we're okay. Yep, no blocks. Next turn, I can start chumping with the 1/1 that I make on the prior turn. Do I leave this back? That's actually a real question. Do I leave this back? I might actually leave this back. That way, if they have like scale up, because scale up's a sorcery, so I'll know about it. I'm just gonna leave the DRC back here. I think 1 damage. I'm not sad about missing. I don't think. I'm also gonna hold this land. Just don't even want to show it to him. Okay. Trades with my den. Has an ink moth. Yep. I don't think I actually attack. He can just trade his ink moth with DRC, so that seems awful. We're at 3 card types. All I need is 1 more type. Just gonna sit. Just gonna sit, I think. I probably block so I don't just lose to a pump spell. Probably. It's close. I think it is block. I've got a lot of draws that can just win me the game. K command, you discard, return Lurrus would be just so absurd. Thoughtseize. Alright, I'm going to do that second main phase so this can still block. If I do it first main phase, this won't be able to block anymore, and I'll just die to a pump spell. So, I think I'd rather just chump with this. I'm not going to win any sort of race anyway.